Stop chasing others if you want to become truly powerful, because the real magic happens not when you chase the world, but when you focus on yourself. Today we're going to dive into how shifting your attention inward, the Stoic way, can absolutely transform your relationships, your success, your peace of mind, and your entire life. Imagine what your life could look like if instead of obsessing over what others think, you obsessed over becoming the best version of yourself. Instead of trying to control everything outside of you, you mastered yourself. This is not just self-help advice. It's ancient wisdom from Stoicism, and it's how you reclaim your true power. Let's dive in. 1. The illusion of control. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most of the pain we feel isn't from the world itself. It's from trying to control things that were never ours to control. How others perceive us, how quickly success comes, how people treat us. When we base our happiness on external things, approval, validation, success, we place our peace in hands that do not belong to us. It's like building a house on quicksand. No matter how beautiful it looks, it will collapse. Now think about this for a moment. How much of your daily energy is spent worrying about things you cannot control? How much time have you lost anxiously refreshing your phone, hoping for that text back? Or replaying an argument in your head, wishing you had said something better? This is the first key Stoic principle. Control what you can. Accept what you can't. 2. The power of radical ownership. Epictetus taught, "Seek not for events to happen as you wish, but wish for events to happen as they do, and you will get on well." Translation: stop wishing the world would cooperate with you. Start focusing on cooperating with yourself. Radical ownership means owning your reactions, owning your habits, owning your attitude, owning your personal growth. When you do this, a magical thing happens. You stop feeling helpless. You stop blaming. You start building. Imagine being the kind of person who doesn't get rattled by gossip, failure, or setbacks because your identity is built from the inside out. This is true freedom. 3. Focus is your superpower. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote in his Meditations, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." But here's the catch. You cannot think clearly if you are constantly distracted by other people. Focusing on yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. It means asking, am I improving today compared to who I was yesterday? Am I aligning my actions with my values? Am I living according to my principles? When you pour your energy into your own mind, body, and soul, you become magnetic. People can feel it. You radiate calm, purpose, strength. Let me tell you a story about the bamboo tree. There's a famous story about the Chinese bamboo tree. After planting the seed, it requires water and nurturing for 5 whole years before it breaks through the ground. For those 5 years, it looks like absolutely nothing is happening. But underground, a massive root system is growing. When it finally breaks the surface, it grows 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Focusing on yourself is like nurturing your inner bamboo tree. Everyone around you might be chasing quick wins. They might laugh, doubt you, ignore you. But when you focus relentlessly on your growth, the breakthrough is inevitable. And when it happens fast. 4. Dealing with criticism and negativity. When you stop focusing on others, you also stop needing their approval. You realize that criticism says more about them than it does about you. Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Craving approval is a form of poverty. It's a hunger that can never be satisfied. Instead, practice indifference to the opinions of others, a core Stoic skill. It doesn't mean being arrogant. It means knowing that your value isn't up for debate. If someone criticizes your path, remember, they don't see your vision. They don't know your struggles. They are not responsible for your destiny. You are. 5. Focus on daily excellence. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work, as a human being. Your work is to improve yourself, one small act at a time. It's not about grand achievements, it's about daily excellence. One workout, one difficult conversation handled with grace, 1 hour spent building your craft, one negative thought dismissed. Brick by brick, you build an unshakable foundation. Are you willing to be great, even when no one is watching? Because that's where real greatness is born, in the silence. 6. The secret weapon, emotional mastery. Stoics believed that external events are not what disturb us, it's our judgments about them. Example, 2 people lose their job, one falls into despair, the other sees it as an opportunity to build something new. Same event, different mind. When you focus on yourself, you master your emotions. You learn to respond, not react. Practical steps. Practice morning reflection. What emotions did I handle poorly yesterday? Anticipate challenges. Prepare mentally for obstacles. Detach from results. Focus on effort, not outcomes. By mastering your inner world, the outer world loses its power over you. Let me tell you another about the slave who became free story. Epictetus was born a slave. He was beaten, mistreated, owned. But he said, "You may chain my body, but my mind will always be free." Epictetus didn't focus on blaming his circumstances. He focused on mastering himself. Today, millions remember his name, not the names of those who owned him. Remember that. Your circumstances do not define you. Your focus does. 7. What happens when you truly focus on yourself? Here's the beautiful truth. When you focus on yourself, your confidence skyrockets. Your relationships improve because you're no longer needy. Your career accelerates because you stop comparing and start mastering. Your peace of mind becomes unshakable. You become a force, a presence, a person who doesn't need validation, because they are validation. And ironically, by focusing on yourself, you start attracting everything you once chased. Success, respect, love, opportunities. Because people are drawn to those who have done the inner work. You don't chase, you attract. So now the question is, will you keep leaking your energy outward, chasing, worrying, seeking? Or will you turn inward and finally become who you were meant to be? The choice has always been yours. If you're ready to stop chasing and start building real power within yourself, hit that like button and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom every week. Comment below, I choose to focus on myself. And remember, the world doesn't change when you chase it. The world changes when you change yourself. See you in the next one.